it's already beginning, as I would hope. A few seconds in, at least, before people start moving those villages. When you come to Bronze League Legends, you know you're in for a treat. Especially when you see the deli. I do not know exactly what Alan Kopitiam is going to do. But seeing deli always puts a smile on my face. It's not a civ we see often in Bronze League Legends. Not when you're at the low elo standards. Because, folks, this game, I believe it's 450 to 550 at the time of recording. So Pilchard 1 is about 100 elo behind. Alan's up at 550 elo. But remember what we said, folks. Playing the English in low elo is at least another 1,000 elo, right? If you are a bronze player and you play English, you basically have Beastie QD's elo. That's what we've learned very quickly here in Bronze League Legends. And I mean, come on. You can't argue with facts like this, folks. Sheeps, farms being set up. It's so easy. Meanwhile, on the other side, what's Alan doing? Well, Alan's on the berries. Wow, Alan's on the berries. Okay, that is actually the correct move. On most maps. But, folks, we are playing on Baltic. And if there's one thing that we've noticed, it is that bronzes are allergic to seafood. It brings them out in a rash. It's unbearable. They never like to fish. Well, at least until they mature, right? Like, when they're a little baby like this, fair enough. But 20 minutes in, when they're a full-sprung adult, they might be finally willing to try some sushi. We'll have to see if that happens this game. Because we are almost 4 minutes in, and there hasn't been a move to build a dock by either player. Typically, you build the dock straight away, because it's... The way you should think about a dock is it's like a pseudo town center. It can only produce one a unit type that gets one resource, but it gets that resource quite fast. And it's cheaper than a second TC, and you don't have to wait until feudal to do it. Now, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some bronze players and silver players that are watching this that heard me say it's a little bit like a second TC, and they already muffled out the rest of what I said. Considering how often we watch players not constantly produce villages. But folks, we've got some lads here. Check this out. A little bit of a gap here for Pilchard on the villager production. But he was consistently pushing out. In fact, he was pushing out ahead of Alan. Alan, who took a giant coffee break in villager production. 5 behind already. Because as we know, the pros, they like to just do this kind of like, tap, 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 to keep cycle through, tap, to keep cycle through, tap, one villager, extra villager, extra villager. Not these guys. Pilchard and Alan, like, they realize that their time is worth a lot. All right? So if they're going to click on a building and they're going to build something out of it, they're going to damn well build a lot. Wait. We have docks. Oh, my God. This is the earliest we've ever seen someone build a dock on Baltic. No exaggeration, folks. We've waited 20 minutes before to watch people build docks on Baltic. But Alan apparently was just waiting for feudal age, so maybe a little bit paranoid that he was going to get attacked. So decides, okay, I want to have access to military vessels just in case. You know what? The good news for him is that Pilchard has no intent of going onto water. No intent of leaving their base. They built the Abbey of Kings. This is... I mean, we know in high level, players just don't go Abbey of Kings. I'm kind of surprised that we don't see more players in low elo go Abbey of Kings. I think the idea of having access to a group of Lombos right at the start of Feudal Age is a bit too appealing for players to overlook. And that's why we see Council Hall so often. But no king, folks. But plenty of trade, baby. It's the English-Baltic trade. Of course, the classic. Up through Lübeck, out through the Straits, and all the way back to London town. I love the fact that Pilchard's like just parked his scout here. He's like, I found the important piece of information. This is the one thing I cared about in this game. Now trade, you son of a bitch. Trade. Trade's not too bad as well. 63 gold is respectable. We'd love to see him move a marketplace further back. He's already set up an outpost as if he's going to. But the crazy part, folks, is while Pilchard decides that they want to trade and they don't want to fish, Alan decides he doesn't want to trade, he does want to fish, and he does want to be Castle Age. Wait, what? Is this a... I mean, it's hard to say because we don't see many Delhi games, but this isn't a regular thing, even in low elo right now. We only have a small sample group, but I think this is the first time we've seen House of Learning in a Bronze League Legends game. The reason why is typically the combat defender is just absolutely better. The ability to get quickly into castles, start teching into village fortresses, and build them for 600 instead of 800 stone means you can eco boom up at a more cost-efficient price than building town centers itself. And instead of getting just a town center that's squishy, you get something with double the amount of health and more firepower. So that's why we always see compounder defenders coming out. But not in this game. Alan won the House of Learning. And oh my god, this guy could be a pro. That was a quicker queue up on text than I have seen out of top 20 players. He did not hesitate. And you know what? The order isn't actually too bad either. You could maybe say like the house thing's a bit better than having lookout towers. But I don't mind hearty rations first for the extra capacity, followed up by home blades. Especially if you don't really care about home blades, which considering that they are looking for an Elephanto fun time, I don't think they care. By the way, Pilchard did now go onto the sea. And the king wanted to paddle too. He's like, whoa, that looks really cool. The boat and the row. I want to do that. I want to do the boat rowing. Pilchard, that's not how it works. Like, nah, it's fine, dude. I'm only wearing a little bit of heavy armor. I'm sure I can swim, right? Because, like, you know, as we know, to be able to float, like, you know, you want the water to go through and out the other side, right? And my armor has gaps. Look at the side. That's not quite how it works. No, it's fine. Someone hold my sword. Wait, he's trading on the water as well? What? Okay, so Pilchard, despite the fact they did get some fishing boats, they sampled the fish and they went, oh, dude, how can anyone live on this? What am I? Scandinavian? Ugh, give me a diet that does not involve that much fish. Let's go get some nice spices from the foreign bazaar. He's going into land and sea trade. Pilchard is that type of person that probably makes a Reddit thread asking why there are no air units, and when there are, can we actually get trade? Pilchard is going to be going for the King's Palace, which makes a lot of sense considering actually look at the amount of villages he's producing. Folks, we might end up with one of the highest eco counts we've had in a while at this point in the game. Like, Pilchard's kind of on it. Not quite like a car bonnet, as he is only producing villages out of one of the TCs. But he has the right idea. Alan, on the other hand, playing a bit of catch-up. Still only one dock. Because, you know, folks, before anyone, like, judges the one dock, like, you could have two docks. You could be, like, doubling your fishing and doubling your trade and everything. You have to remember that, you know, docks shouldn't really be that close together. Like, in real life, you have a dock and another dock, and they're probably miles apart. It's just very silly to hire additional docks, guys. Wait, what do you mean the... All right, King needs a buff, guys. GG. What was this? Come on, King can't beat 4 stupid knights? What's the point? I actually love the fact that he fortifies outposts around it. I feel like I'm watching footage from Anno right now, you know? The best part is he could just trade with the opposite side and he'd get away with it too. Because Alan still has no threatening presence on the naval side. That's how I've had Mangonels come. The army's building up at a reasonable pace. Like, I say a reasonable, a lot of people are going to go, what, pigeon? Like, it's 25 units, 80 minutes a game. KP, what's wrong with you? I want you to remember that Alan's pushing premium units. So, Knights take longer to produce, Elephants take longer to produce, Mangonels take longer to produce. He has more of an excuse for his number to be small. Pilchard, on the other hand, has done the classic English thing and called a bank holiday to mourn the loss of the king and the crowning of a new one. And after that commemoration, we are finally going to see him starting to build a little bit of an army. But he does it in twos. It's not a bad comp. Like, Knights could take out Siege. You've got crossbows, archers. I do feel like this Tower Elephant is kind of uncounted right now, though. Also, we're only now seeing relics being picked up. Second one just got picked up and is on the way home. I want to point out that Alan had a huge tech-up advantage. And even though he's now up to 9 scholars, they still aren't gathering relics. In fact, Did he? Where are they? 2. Where are they? Folks, he has 9 scholars. Am I blind? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yes, he's only had 2 scholars garrison, I think, this entire time. The reason why you want to have more scholars garrison here, by the way, is because you upgrade techs quicker based on the amount of scholars garrison. It's one of the big things for the Delhi. They don't pay for their research, they pay in time. And you can speed up that time by having scholars banked. Like, he must be with the army, right? Where are the scholars? Guys, I'm so confused right now. There are scholars somewhere. Oh my god, no! No! Oh no, Alan! It's the camouflage scholars! I thought we were here to play a game of Age of Empires 4, but it turns out we're actually playing a game of hide and seek. Oh no! He doesn't know. Oh, this hurts so much. It's gonna hurt so much more as well, because Alan's now teching up into Imperial Age, and he'll wish he had those extra scholars banked. Oh, but don't worry, folks. Someone else he is going to be banking is the gold. I can't believe this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why waypoints. Oh, this is why always waypoints. So, wait, but we're still missing 1 scholar, right? No, we're good. This is all of them. Oh, God. He still doesn't know. I need to look away. I just... So if you're Alan, and when you eventually discover they've been hiding, right? When you find them in the hiding spot, are you like, what the hell are you doing? Or is it like, you guys. Look at that. Hey, John. Good job, John. Wait, where's Barry? Barry's in the wall. Barry. He's such a joker. Wait, did he just realize? Oh my god! There's no way he knew though, right? He just insta-garrisoned him into the Palace of the Sultan. He still has 1 here. He's like, right, got Barry, got Tim, got Jonathan. There's Ricardo. Come on, Ricardo. Oh, these guys, they're razzing me. So Ricardo's on a long trek to the front line. Is he going to pick up relics though? Because there are still relics down here. Nope. Ricardo is here to garrison the stable. I kind of love the commitment by Alan to military efficiency. You can tell that, like, in those kind of like European versus games, there's ones where you can play anyone from around the world. He's probably Prussia. He's all about that military efficiency. Oh, man. Let's check in on Pilchard, because it's been a while. We got distracted by Alan's wonderful journey. Pilchard has picked up that base pretty well. Has got a lot of trade coming. Built the Wingard Palace on the north side. Is getting into the mixed army, so slow but steady for him. But Alan has a grand fleet, folks. Can he get in position to stop these 9-9 traders? No. He's just going to sit. Alan's taking his time. I like that he's building a proxy base to move in as well. Right, especially, this makes a lot of sense, by the way, if you think about what Alan's building. He's building a lot of slow-moving units, right? He's building into his elephants, he's building into his siege. They take a long time to cross the battlefield, so proxy base makes a lot of sense. Pilchard. Imagine the speech you give to the Ram crews here. Gentlemen, many of you will not return home. In fact, all of you will not return home. Good luck. Wow, I feel really inspired. Let's go. They gave the same speech to the Bombard. Pilchard is completely taken aback. I don't get it. How's it not working? People told me Siege is OP. So I built Siege. His Siege looks OP. Why is his Siege much more OP than mine? Oh, if only Pilchard knew. If only he knew what's waiting at home as well. Alan is doing the Scholar Mark II here. Instead of it being small guys hiding behind a Dome of Faith, It's big elephants pretending that they're hidden behind a powerful sultan. It's like one of those kiddie shows where all the animals go and play hide and seek and the elephant hides behind a thin tree. But so far it's working. It's perplexing, isn't it? But Alan is just sitting here with a bunch of his big boys. Normal tower elephants and also the elite tower elephants, the sultan ones. In fact, he has 9 of these. No. Oh, did they bug it again? They did. Folks, don't get confused by this. He does not have 12 of these elite tower elephants with the hand cannoneers. He only has, I believe, 4. Yeah. Speaking of which, get them, boys! Okay, no, stop. Attack the trebuchet. Dude, this unit is so insane. Hand cannon is strong, but what if drive-by, guys? Oh man, these units are so annoying. I actually think if games move this slowly in bronze, then actually playing Delhi is broken. Because even if you don't do everything optimal moving up to Imperial, once you get there, even if you still don't even get good techs in time, just getting Sultan's elite tower elephants, I think that wins you the game. This does look like a weird win, by the way. Look at these numbers. We are 33 minutes into the game, and the closest to pop cap we've got is 140. Now, the problem with that is, although they look like they're neck and neck, you should probably look at the eco and military. And that's where you see Pilcher's issue. Am I going to look in Pilcher's base to see 1 production of each type? Oh my god. Oh my god. Now, Pilcher comes from a long line of Red Alert 2 pros. He's like, I just don't get it. Why am I not producing like units as quickly as him? How is he doing this? This is broken. Delhi are not reasonable. Pilcher only has 1 archer range and 1 stable. But he does have a Carrack. Ah, yes. The classic answer of the English. If I can't win land war, I always have the Navy. And there's nothing they can do to take that away from me. Nothing. Sadly, Pilcher, this isn't England. You don't live on an island. There are ways to go by land into your base, and those ways have been found by Alan. Despite the slippery beginnings of the lazy scholars, the elephants have made up for it. They're not as slow, oh, actually they're definitely as slow, but they're not as lethargic. They don't take coffee breaks as often. The Carrack. Yes, because of course, the natural counter to the elephant is not the Carrack. Oh, no. And then this elephant just came out of nowhere and ambushed us in the sea. Guys, you should never have doubted the elephant. Have you guys never seen those clips of the Indian like elephants that swim off the sea and have to be saved? These guys are not afraid of water, okay? So usually I would say the counter to the elephant is the gun. And although the Carrack had guns, it turns out that if you give the elephant its counter, there is no stopping it. It's like if you lick enough doorknobs, you'll stop getting the flu, right? Okay, I can't sit on that. Please don't go around licking doorknobs. You won't build immunity to the flu. That's not how that works. You might get it less often, but I sadly have to tell you all, you are no elephant. I say sadly, actually. That probably feels good because now I'm not fat shaming. But these fat boys are nigh on unstoppable. He has 15 pop cap worth, so he has... Okay, this number makes no sense. Is it free? Yeah, it's free, right? Yeah, free each. Sorry, the number does make sense. So he's got 5 of these. Well, well, well. My old nemesis. Too bad Alan doesn't care. Elephanto fun time continues. TC is down. And folks, I don't know if you know this, but considering we don't have a Flying Dutchman cheat, there is a simple counter to the Carrack. You ready for this? Walk away. Pilcher's like, look, you might have won this, but if we count kills on units, I win. I'm not even sure that's true, though. Amok's being rushed through, and I believe Pilcher has just given up. If only there was something he could do. If only there was an army he could afford. If only 7,000 food and 3,000 gold was enough. But I'm sure Pilcher will take a valuable lesson away from this. And his lesson will surely be he needed more traders. Poor Pilcher. I think the issue here is pretty obvious. I don't think anyone ever told Pilcher that you can build more production buildings. And to be honest, I don't think Pilcher failed. I think we failed him. Why was that never communicated to England? It was clearly communicated to Delhi. Look, they built a second of each production building. And folks, I may not be a genius whiz kid at maths, but if I'm not mistaken, 2 is higher than 1. And, you know, with that maths, if you want to break it more, why Delhi are truly OP is 4 is better than 1. Military efficiency, baby. Wait, where are we? Oh, no, Pilcher. No, the waypoints. Oh, God, that hurts. They are just running into their death. Wait, they still haven't fixed this? Yeah, you're seeing that correctly, folks. We found the counter to Delhi elephants. You need to build emplacements on your docks. You did just hear me correctly. For those that don't know, elephants get attacked by naval emplacements. Yeah. Yes, I'm serious. And I think that's balanced because screw elephants. Don't screw elephants. You should never... Look at them, they're innocent. Okay, I can't really say look at them, they're innocent, and then zoom in on them carrying guys with guns, but believe me. Wonderful, friendly creatures. Loving. Look at the way they hug these buildings. Like it's a teddy bear they don't want to let go of. Till they've crushed it.